Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz, this is my channel, The King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar, not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have an update for you, and this update is for the House of Mancera, and this is the Saharian Wind. It's Eau de Parfum. It's 120 ml and it retails for £130 in United Kingdom, but sometimes you can find it discounted online around maybe £80–85. And to my nose, for my experience, for my taste, this is worth every penny. So in terms of performance, is excellent. On my skin went over 12 hours. Yes, over 12 hours. So it's a beast mode. Beast mode alert. Beast mode. Yes. So it's a beast mode in terms of longevity, in terms of how long it lasts. In terms of projection, mamma mia, again another beast mode. So around 3 to 4 hours of huge projection, room filler, house filler. I put 5 and that was super too much. I think you shouldn't go more than 3 sprays of this because it basically chokes yourself, and others very dense, very thick, very strong. If you are going outdoors, maybe up to 5, maybe up to 6, and that's it. It's so strong, people can smell you from the other side of the road. Okay, so in terms of projection, massive projector, about 3 arm length, easy for 3 to 4 hours, and then slowly will subside. But you always have a big bubble, you always have a big cloud around you, and the trail is huge as well. So it's a beast mode in every term. So in terms of performance, excellent. In terms of who is it for, this is definitely mature. I would say 30 and up to be in the safe side, because this is quite mature. This is on the classical side. This is quite complex, and it is layered, and the young nose might not appreciate it. In terms of the season, definitely better for cooler weather, but you can rock it even in warmer weather if you control the trigger. In warmer weather less, in cooler weather more. In terms of occasion, this is definitely for special occasions, evening, formal, going out and things like that, because this is very opulent, this is very well done. It's a beautiful perfume, and it's also very uplifting and very opulent. So in terms of smell, this is first and foremost is a spicy fragrance. Yes, so the spices are huge. Let me read you the ingredients and then we take it from there. So on top we have spices, leather, bergamot and pink pepper. In the mid we have cypress, lavender, lily of the valley, and the base we have woody notes, tobacco, amber, patchouli, vanilla and white musk. I get all of these plus some more. So for example, what is not mentioned in here is the herbal aspect of it. It's very herbal. I get something maybe like a coriander, something like a rosemary. So it's very herbal as well as the spices. And the spices here, again, it's not mentioned here. It just says spices. But what I get cinnamon definitely. I get cumin definitely. I get black pepper because it got fizziness, although there's a pink pepper in here that adds to the fizziness anyway, but I smell something like a black pepper. I smell something like incense in here. So it's very complex fragrance. It's one of the most complex fragrance in the Mancera's house lineup. Is superbly done. So it opens up very spicy and very herbal and superbly uplifting. But you need to like your spices, because this is layered and layered of spices. So this is spice. So this is a spice bomb. They should have called this a spice bomb. Anyway, so Saharan Wind, I get that feel of being in a somewhere hot and maybe somewhere exotic, and they are you're in the market or in the souk or in the bazaar, and you're smelling different spices coming from different shops. For example, Morocco, or for example Egypt, or for example any city or country that has got this deserty hot air plus those very exotic spices. So it gives you that feel of exoticness, that feel of being on a holiday in a very hot country. They done a very good job here. Somebody asked me, is this close to Andy Tower air Moroccan desert, which means that the Moroccan desert air? I never smelled that one, so I don't know. But if it is close to that one, this is beauty. That one is beautiful too. I checked the notes for them. They are very close in terms of note breakdown. So it could be that inspired by Andy Tower, the Moroccan desert. And that one is around £300 for 100 ml, because it comes in a 50 ml and it's £160 for a 50 ml. So for 100 ml equivalent of the Andy Tower Moroccan desert is about £300, and this is around £80 to £90. So you do the math, but this one is performance is excellent. I think the Andy Tower is quite good as well in terms of performance. So anyway, so very spicy, and it opens up quite citrusy as well, although it doesn't mention here because it only says bergamot. I get more than bergamot. I get lemon. I get something like a bitter, maybe it's a bitter orange in here, or also maybe grapefruit in here. So it's very zesty, and that zestiness amalgamating with those spices, making it very beautiful, very inviting, very capturing, very mesmerizing. I just kept smelling myself all day. It's just one of those fragrances that you cannot get away from it. You know, it just keep taking you in and keep wanting you to smell it. It's one of those beautiful fragrances. So overall, I give it 10 out of 10. This is gorgeous. Highly recommend it. But again, it's not for everybody because the spices are so big, and it could be to some people it's too much for them, and it could be some element in here that is overpowering for some noses. So this is one of those fragrances that is relentless, is always there, and is always pushing out, and is always in your face, so you cannot get away from it. And that's element of it could put some people off potentially, but to me this is 10 out of 10. This is a masterpiece. I love it to bits, and I think this is one of the best Manceras out there in terms of perfumery and quality, and what they done here is gorgeous. So in the mid we have the lavender and the lily of the valley, which giving it that powdery and also the aromaticness. This is again very aromatic. After spices is the biggest player here is the aromaticness, and it's come from the combination of lavender and also lily of the valley and the cypress. The cypress here giving it that leafy, earthy, green, mossy feel to it, and also the tobacco adds that to it as well. There's a tobacco note which is very pretty. This is more like herbal tobacco. It's more like a leafy tobacco. It's like a fresh tobacco. It's not like a pipe tobacco, although it's a hint of smokiness in here, which has come from something like an incense, but it's not coming from the tobacco itself. The tobacco itself here is green, is leafy, and is a little bit on the sweet side as well. The sweetness comes from the vanilla. The vanilla here is not overpowering. It's quite everything in here, apart from the spices which are very big, everything in here done in very balancing act. So the perfumery is top notch for that reason, because everything is working in harmony with each other. Nothing is out of place, nothing is fighting each other. It's just go with each other very well, and it's just harmonious, and is very pretty from beginning to the end. And also we have patchouli, amber, and also woody notes. How it's not mentioned, but I get a combination of sandalwood and cedar in here, which give it that foundation of woodiness and lifts everything up and makes it very long lasting. Plus the musk here. The musk actually is one of the biggest player here, so it's very musky, especially from mid to the end. It becomes musky and muskier. So you need to like your musk as well. And the musk here is not animalic, but it's a little bit on the andolic side, which is a bit funny, but giving it that andolic, that, I don't want to say body odor, but a combination of the cumin and the musk in here, giving it a little bit of that andolic or body heat feel to it. But it is in a beautiful way, it's not in a bad way anyway. So overall, highly recommended. Super complex, super layered, very well done, and the quality is top notch. You cannot fault it in any way you shape. Everything's done to perfection. In terms of presentation, 10 out of 10. In terms of the performance, 10 out of 10. In terms of smell, 10 out of 10. In terms of quality, 10 out of 10. So this is beauty in a bottle. I highly recommend it. Again, you need to like this kind of fragrances. If you think you like something like Le Air by Andy Tower, Le Air Moroccan Desert, you probably most likely will like this, because as I said, they are probably in the same ballpark, although I never smelled that one myself, but I can imagine it being similar to this, and also the note breakdown were very close to each other. So if you like that, or you think you like that, you probably most likely will like this. But again, this is for a mature nose, for a gentleman. By the way, this is could be unisex, but to me this is like 60% at least masculine, 40% feminine. But it could easily, ladies can wear it if they like this kind of fragrances. By the way, my wife loved it, and she said she could easily wear it because of that. From the mid to the end become very musky, and she loves that kind of fragrances. So overall, yes, beautiful, highly recommended. To me, this is no brainer, especially for the money I paid. I paid something like £85 for it, and it's worth every penny, although it's a little bit on the pricier side, but you're getting something in return that is, you cannot get it from a very cheap fragrances. And that feel of high quality, beautiful perfumery, and also beautiful overall, and in terms of giving you that feel of high class and opulent feel. This is, to me, again, one of the best fragrances from House of Mancera, and also overall is one of the best fragrances out there in terms of the spicy fragrance. Okay guys, as always, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, you know what to do. Hit those buttons, use your finger can do wonders. Your support, your help, your motivation will take this channel a long way, and I appreciate that very much. If you like to support me by buying one of my own fragrances that are out of this world, they're very high quality, supernatural, ultra beast mode, amazing value for money, but you need to live in our kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the description as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.